Hey guys, Brazin here, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the first dungeon installment in Shadowbringers, Holminster Switch. You have to be level 71 to enter, and what we're going to talk about is how many pulls it takes to get to each boss, and the abilities that each boss has. It takes 2 pulls to get to the first boss. The first pull is kind of small. You don't if you're a tank, you don't have to pop anything crazy. You may not even have to pop one cooldown. Second pull is when they start hitting kind of hard. Save all your cooldowns for this. If you haven't already pulled anything, just hit the cooldowns one by one. If you're a healer, watch out for your tanks. First boss, Forgiven Dissonance. It's going to start with an unavoidable AoE spell, Path of Light. Have your AoE shields out before the boss pull, or if you don't, don't worry about it. It's not going to kill you. Just heal through it. Brazin Bull is going to spawn spheres. The spheres don't do anything upon spawn. Just dodge Gibbet Cage. After Gibbet Cage, they're going to drop line indicator spells, and also the boss is going to drop Thumbscrew, another line indicator spell. You're going to see a lot of them in this fight. Just watch for them and dodge them. You have enough time to just look and dodge. Other than that, this boss is pretty straightforward. Pillory is the tank buster. Every boss is going to have a tank buster and an unavoidable AoE spell. Pillory is going to hit for 30k. You don't really have to pop anything. It's not going to one-shot you. After you guys see Pillory, mechanics should start repeating themselves. This boss is pretty straightforward. Just keep the DPS up, dodge whatever you see. Even if you get hit, you're not going to die, so don't stress out too bad. Once the boss dies, you have 2 more pulls to get to the second boss, just like the first boss. The first pull, they're not going to hit that hard. I had a white mage. They AoE stun with their holies, so it was just like a dream come true. Like, I didn't have to do anything. I wouldn't take any damage as a tank. The second boss starts with the ram and gremlins. Just keep pulling to the other second gate, and you're going to have everything piled up. They're going to start hitting you pretty hard. Pop your cooldowns. Keep even the DPS. Pop your cooldowns. Keep the faster you can kill the mobs, the better for the tank. Testling is going to start with a tank buster, the tickler. It's going to happen as the very first ability, so don't stress out too much. You're going to be at full health when that happens. Scold's Brattle is the AoE attack. Unavoidable, just heal through it. Fevered Flagellation. It's going to mark everybody with 1, 2, 3, 4 shapes spread out. Don't stack the damage. It's going to charge each person starting from number 1. If you stack, you're going to share the damage. You don't want to do that. Exercise is the special ability, the other special ability that this boss has. Just regular stack mechanic stack. The only difference between this one and just a regular stack mechanic is that it drops a blizzard under your feet, whoever got targeted. So get hit by the stack mechanic and move away. It's going to do a tank buster and then another fever flagellation. Once you see fever flagellation, it's going to keep just repeating the same mechanics. That boss is pretty easy as well. Here we are on the last section of the dungeon. There's not going to be more than 1 pull for this, but you can't pull everything at the same time. I tried. I walked all the way up to the last egg. It's just 4 separate sections. Just AoE them down. The last section has a Minotaur. When it spawns, they do hit kind of hard. I think it's because of the Minotaur. Once you DPS that last group down, the path is going to open up. It's a straight shot to the last boss. Philia is the last boss. It has the same kit as the other bosses. It has a tank buster and an unavoidable AoE skill called Scavenger's Daughter. Just heal through it. You're not going to get one shot if there's no shields or anything like that. Head Crusher, tank buster. It's not going to one shot you, but just don't be at half health or below just to be safe. Pendulum targets 2 different allies in the party, and it's going to charge at them while simultaneously having an ability happen in the center of the map. Don't be close to the center. Chain Down chooses an ally to get incapacitated. Help that ally get out of the chain by DPSing the chain down. The chain doesn't have that much HP as it is. If you don't, your ally will most likely die from Aether Sub. So just DPS it down, get your friend out, and keep the DPS up. The boss is going to do a left and right attack called Left Now and Right Now. When it does Left Now, just get away from its left side. When it does Right Now, just get away from its right side. It's just going to punch the section of the map. If you do get hit, you're not going to die, so don't stress out too much about it. It's just going to knock you up and stun you for a little bit. After that, Taphophobia, just spread out. Don't stack the damage. Even if you stack 2, you're not going to die. but just spread out, help out the healer. And Into the Light is just a simple stack mechanic, stack for the damage. After you take that, get ready for the special move that this guy does. It's called Fierce Beating. What you want to do is don't stand in front of it and don't stand behind it. Depending on the arrows around the body right before this happens, this one was clockwise for me, so we just decided to go on the side and begin going clockwise once it started. This one isn't too complicated, just do it. It's pretty simple to understand. And after that, the mechanics pretty much just start repeating themselves, and you just keep DPS in the boss, do the mechanics. It's pretty simple. Boss doesn't have that much HP. If you have LB, use LB. I know a lot of groups forget to do that. It's kind of weird. And that pretty much covers it for this video on this dungeon. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming back from the first video. That video was like a hot mess. I don't even know what I was thinking, but I'm just starting out. This is my second video ever. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave it in the comments section. I'm going to keep coming out with more videos, Savage Guides, Extreme Guides. I play this game all the time. I'm just starting out with these videos. I hope it gets better and better. And I guess that's that. If you guys like what you saw, hit like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks.